Uthi bewazi nje isimo somzimba wakho indlela abantu abakubuka ngayo. Ubukhulu bomzimba bungakwenza uhlale ukhathele, uhluleke na ukusebenza, uhlale ujulukile, kugcine sekunephunga elibi emzimbeni wakho. Uma kunjalo, thola i-body shape care kaBabu Dokotela unciphe kahle emzimbeni. Umzimba wakho ungalengi kodwa unciphe ngendlela efanele umzimba wakho. I-body shape care kaBabu Dokotela iyatholakala eThekwini noma usishayele ku 082 459 1816 noma ku 063 689 8922. Khumbula, isimo somzimba wakho singalungiswa i-body shape care kaBabu Dokotela.
Siyabingelela Babu Dokotela, Babu Usiba Lwemali. This is Babu Dokotela based in Durban. I have to tell people that I'm not in Durbanville. I'm in Durban. Durbanville is in Cape Town. We are in Durban in KwaZulu-Natal because people that they're making a mistake. People from Francistown, they assume that we are in Cape Town. No, we are not in Cape Town. Francistown, it is in Botswana. They're sharing border with Zim. And those people, they assume that I'm in Cape Town. I said, no, I'm not in Cape Town. I'm in Durban, not Durbanville. Okay, let's correct this spelling. Babu Dokotela is based in Durban, KwaZulu-Natal. Our street address is corner of Queen Street and Albert Street. Corner of Queen Street and Albert Street. If you put it in your navigator, just put number 72 Dennis Hall Street. Number 72 Dennis Hall Street, Durban. Then you will be able to see where we are. There is a building that we are working on. We're working in this building. The name of the building is called Nedbank House Building, 19th floor suite, 1904 to 1905. Today, I am Babu Dokotela. I am a traditional healer. I'm not a fashion designer. I'm dressed beautiful, but I'm not a fashion designer. It's just that I like to wear something that is expensive and very unique because I'm a Nyanga. You must come out with that concept that if you're a Nyanga, you must wear Fabiana, you must wear something that is common, that is worn by the street gangs. No, I'm not like that. I always like to wear my own things differently. Today we got a topic that says Usiba Lwemali amplified. Usiba Lwemali amplified. We did make this video last week, but it was in isiZulu, but we had a deficiency about people in Gaborone. They insisted that Babu Dokotela, can't you put some of your videos in so that here too in Botswana we can able to understand what you're saying, because we want to know what are you saying, what are you telling us. Now everybody now must understand. Even people in Vicksburg, I had a challenge there whereby in Vicksburg here in Free State, some people that cannot speak isiZulu at all. They don't understand what we're saying. But now they need our services. They need to know what are we telling people, what are we portraying, what are we saying. Babu Dokotela, today I'm saying Usiba Lwemali amplified. Usiba Lwemali is an oil. It is a money magnet oil. It is an oil. I'm introducing oil to you. I'm talking about this oil. This oil I'm talking about. But this oil is 2,200. How's that? Pay 2,200 for this? You are a fool. No, you're not a fool. It worth more than this because currently it's running on special. Once the special is paused to go back to 3,000 rand, we gave 800 rand discount. Next month it will be 3,000 rand. We'll be just paying 3,000 rand for it. Then it's fine. You can have it for 3,000 as long as you want it. If you don't want it, don't leave it. Okay, now let's start. How do you go about it? Why Babu Dokotela should pay 2,200 for one little bottle? Why? Explain why. This is what I'm telling you. I've got a red onion here. Red onion, red in color. I have to show you everything. There is a nuclear, you see? We pin the nuclear. There is money here. There is 10 rand here. You could put 10 rand, 20 rand, it's up to you. What you do, you take the 10 rand, you write your name and your surname. I repeat, you write your name and your surname. You hear what I'm saying? Turn it over, write the amount that you want, write the name of the bank, write the intention. Why do you want this money? How are you going to use it? You're going to be using a black pen, not an ordinary, just black pen. Once you finish that, there is something that is called decoding of the name, numeric knowledge. We have to know someone who can able to decode your name in numeric order. You understand what I'm saying? You may go to a Sangoma, to a Nyanga, to a psychic, ask them to decode your name, give them your name, surname, give them your date of birth that is accurate. so that that person will be able to decode your name. My code, it is 88. Your code must have 2 digits, not 3. 2 digits, because in a numeric order, we got 1 to 9, not 0. We got 1 to 9, that's all. That is why you cannot have 0. You always got 1 to 9. We select from those numbers, thereafter we come up with. But if you cannot find someone who can able to decode your name into a numeric order, you tell me, Babu Dokotela, I just received my bottle, and then I'm asking you to please decode my name. This is my name and a surname. And you only do that at 7 p.m. when I'm in my altar. At 7 p.m. thereafter, I'll quickly request for your code, and they'll tell me your code, and then I'll send you your code. But I'm not, no, I'll be honest to you. Before I send you a code, I send you a numeric digit. I'll tell you that these are the digits. And thereafter, I'll ask you as well to add all these numbers. And then you will come with a number, and I'll come with a number. So that you'll know how I will reach out to this. I'll give you the coding, the whole coding of your ID number. I'll give you the coding of your ID number. Okay, how I'll give you coding? Let's say you were born January 6, 1977. I need 0106 or 0601 1977. I count all those numbers, calculate all those numbers, and I come with a single number. Now your name is Jerome Charles, and I'll break down Jerome and Charles, and I'll get one figure, and I'll get one digit, and I'll combine your digit with the one that I got from your ID number. Now your date of birth number, I don't need your ID number, I need your date of birth number. Thereafter I'll come with 2 numbers, only 2 numbers. Those numbers, we call it decoded numbers. I want you to write that number on this money. Write that number. Recite that number. Recite that number. Okay, once you write your name, you wrote your name first, and thereafter take this oil, Usiba, and then marinate it, wrap it on top here, and start to make a declaration, because now you know your code. 7767777777777. I need blah blah blah. I need blah blah blah. I am blah blah blah. 77777777. Because now we are not just saying your name, but we are saying your code. You understand? And then turn it over. Do the same thing. Marinate it, and then chant your code. Chant your code, because your code is already there. Your code will never be 0. And I have to tell these codes. I have to tell this code. Your code is very important. It must be at least 7 to 9. Because start from 1. If your code is 1, I'm afraid. I am scared that you are still alive. You're supposed to be para. If your code is 2, that is why we are in heavily debt, not affording to pay anything. Your code is 2. If your code is 3, you are having debt, but you can pay, but you live with nothing. If your code is 4, which means you can afford to pay all your debts and still survive and wait for the next month to come. If your code is 5, it's whereby you got medical aid, investments, sometimes then you got your debts, you pay your debts, and you still got some reserves. If your code is 6, then you're a normal person. You're just a normal person. If your code is 7, then it's fine. 7, 8, 9, then it's fine. But I'm not talking about codes now. I'm talking about the code. Why we should pick up your code so that we'll know what kind of a person are we dealing with. Because there is no way we can win lotto with code 1. If your code is 1111, there's no way that you can win lotto. There's no way that you can have a PhD. You are 1111. You are 2222. There is no way. There is no way. You are 1, you are 12, you are 16, you are 19. There is no way. You are 9 this side, you are 1 this side. Everything is haywire. Everything is haywire. That is why, once you finish to do this, and thereafter take an onion, red in color, cut it, put this money, take an needle, put it right through. And then you're going to take this, recite your name once again, and make your decree and declaration. Ask God, your belief system, your amandlozi, your amantongo, whoever that you are speaking to, ask them, chant, 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 chant. Once you finish about this, please don't ask me to beg you to do it. Don't push me to beg you to do it, because I cannot tolerate to have so many people who are poor. But now I'm begging you. I didn't want to beg you. Take this and bury it in a grave of your family member. You need a family member when it comes to this. You need someone that you know. If you cannot find anyone that you know, find the grave of a white person. Why white person? Because they take instructions, they are disciplined. Put this, bury this in that grave. But that grave, you must know the name of that person. The name of that person. Later on, I'll teach you how to decode people's name so that you can able to identify the names of the grave and decode it and chant with its code. Because when you chant with his code, you can call him from heaven to come down to you because already called his code. Because even in prison, even in the army, they don't use your name, they use your code. Security guards, they know that they use the code. Code, it's what literally makes you stand out. It's a code. It is a code. Even when you buy parts, car parts, they don't use a name, they use codes. That is why here you must also know, I'll teach you. I'll invest my time and start to teach you people how to break down the codes. Thereafter you bury this. If you can't find in your place, if there are no whites that are dying, getting buried near you, go and find the grave of a child. I'm not telling you that to go kill a child, bury a child and this. No, that's right. You cannot commit crime in order to be rich. Find a child where he was buried and then put this in. Put this in. The child is obedient at all times. Thereafter, we have done. Now you're remaining with this oil, and then what are you going to do with this oil? It's been so expensive, and then now you only use onion, and then it's done. No. Take this oil, open it, chant your code, start to speak and declare to this code. You want to do this? I'm not too sure you don't want to do this. Do this for me. You see this finger? Put this finger here, turn it over, and then make your declaration. You don't know. Your mouth doesn't weigh anything to us. Your ears does not make anything. Your eyes does not make any communication. The most sensitive organ in your part is one. It is an umbilical cord. It is your umbilical cord. Take this. Make your declaration. Speak once again. Speak it 3 times. Speak. Wrap it here in your umbilical cord. Wrap it here. And then do it 3 times. Wrap it here in your umbilical cord. Wrap it here. Guess what? Whatever you were doing 2 months in your stomach, you were using umbilical cord. You were not using your mouth because you're stupid. You were using umbilical cord is powerful. Because if you can find one, even you can find the place where they bury your umbilical cord, take that sand and bring it to me. And I'll tell you that stop using any model of muti. You already got your God. Umbilical cord, it is you. It's the true fact about you. Find that sand. Babu Dokotela cannot find the sand. No, where were you born? You were born in Benin. Go back in Benin in your village. Just take the sand from the village and bring it over here. I can give you something augmented. If you can get that sand, where you were born, in a district, in a village, find the sand. Not in your yard, just in your village, find the sand. Bring it over to Babu Dokotela. Surprise, I'll make you rich every day. Then, now we got this. Get me this. Take this, after doing this ritual, put it over here. And once you do this, you can ask your children, you can do to all of your children, make them prosper, highly favored, be smart at school. Apply in the umbilical cord. And thereafter, get me this dish, put hot water, boiled water, put it, leave it open, and thereafter put water here. Fill up with water. Thereafter, what we have to do, let it stand for 3 days. Let it stand for 3 days. Now, this is what you'll do. You're going to wake up in the morning. Before you speak to anyone, go there, chant your code, wash your face 3 times as you're chanting your code. Thereafter, face down to this water and start to speak and declare anything that you want. For 3 days, maximum is 7 days. And thereafter, you'll have this water. Discard the water because you are doing nothing. But if you are in business, use this water. Use this water to sprinkle in your office. If you've got a restaurant, add this water in when you're cooking. Add this water when you're cooking. If you're a prayer warrior, you go to church, use this to make holy water. Let them drink that water. God will help them. Because you already deposit some form of energy here. If your husband is a warrior, let him drink this. Add this in your food. When you cook, add this. Let children eat this because so that they'll be obedient. This water is very important. If your son is living with a woman that you don't like, the woman is a pedi, your son is a vendor. Traditional, cultural, that different. You don't like her. Drink this water at 3 a.m. and chant their names. Ask them to be separated. Drink it, spit it over here. Drink it, spit it over here 3 times. Drink. Let them separate. Let them separate. Because the cultural difference. You don't like that woman. And then anything, even at work, you don't like this person. Drink this water, spit it over here. Ask this person to be fired. That person will be fired. That person will be fired. If you find out that your husband is having a side chick, chant here. Side chick will disappear. Because this is water. Whenever you touch water after this, the thing will augment. Whenever you touch water, this thing will start to kick. Because anyone will use water before the sunset. There is no way they can escape water. Because we use the spirit of the marine. We're injecting the spirit of marine. And after using this water, if you want your neighbor to have a car accident, get this water and then pour it where you'll be driving past. And thereafter brakes will be loose and the car will hit another car. But don't do that because you are better than that. If you, as a mother, we are in Whitburn now, your son is working in the army. He's not doing anything. He's not helping with anything. Go there to the graves. Get this water at 3 a.m. Go there and drink, spit it there over the graves. Speak to his father. Speak to his grandfather. Ask them to go and tell the son to come and help you. This thing, it will help you. This thing, it will help you. This water is yours. This is a secret. Later on, I'll give you more secret about this water. You'll be surprised. There will be a time whereby I'm asking you to get the photo of your enemy and put it here. I'll tell you what to do. We are not ready now because you're still eating milk. When you start to digest something serious, I'll tell you what to do about this water. This water is yours. This is Babu Dokotela speaking. If you want this, it's 2,200. It is on special for this month only. Next month, it will be 3,000 rand. I don't want land to you. It will be 3,000. It's a special that is only vacant for now. Open for now. This is Babu Dokotela speaking. The number to call it is on the screen. Thank you very much.
Uthi bewazi nje isimo somzimba wakho indlela abantu abakubuka ngayo. Ubukhulu bomzimba bungakwenza uhlale ukhathele, uhluleke na ukusebenza, uhlale ujulukile, kugcine sekunephunga elibi emzimbeni wakho. Uma kunjalo, thola i-body shape care kaBabu Dokotela unciphe kahle emzimbeni. Umzimba wakho ungalengi, kodwa unciphe ngendlela efanele umzimba wakho. I-body shape care kaBabu Dokotela iyatholakala eThekwini noma usishayele ku 082 459 1816 noma ku 063 689-8922. Khumbula, isimo somzimba wakho singalungiswa i-body shape care kaBabu Dokotela.